drag out horse.
No. Welcome back. Okay, well, I thought we were in tune. Thing is, we're not in tune yet because I got a little bit antsy. As you could tell, I bleached my hair. So today, as of all days, is about transformations.
Transformation.
Some of
this is bad.
That's right. If you clicked on this and you're like, what did I click on? They better tell me what I clicked on so I know where I am.
You think there's someone being like, who are these two faggots on a couch?
If you clicked on Apple podcast or Spotify or whatnots, and you're so lost that you need a host to be like, where the fuck am I and who are you two? Who are you two? And why are you on my computer screen? Then, grow up less. Or, you know what? Transform. And that's what all today is about, is transformations. I want to just address the elephant in the room, which is this empty microphone. Trevor,
our podcast producer and editor,
is going through some stuff. He's a lot of personal problems at the moment. And you know what? We didn't ask what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say.
So we're just going to say it all.
We're going to say it all. And we're going to hope. And what we're going to do? We're going to ask for forgiveness.
Not permission.
Ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness.
And that's because what we're doing is we've been empowering ourselves. And we've been saying, you know what? You need to take what's yours, because a lot of people say, you don't take what's yours.
Yeah, they say you guys don't ask for help.
You don't ask. You know what? That was me. I said that about Trevor. And the things that I've said about Trevor will remain off camera. But just to clue you guys in, Trevor, his life has been going.
It's really down the toilet.
He has had a congenital spine issue where he might be paralyzed in the next coming weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not here because he's ashamed of his new wheelchair. And I just want you to know, we love you. Don't be ashamed of your new wheelchair.
No, and he's a runner, and he says it's really hard. He's also on his honeymoon right now.
Oh yeah. That part we're not being bros about that.
Yeah, no, we're actually not okay with the honeymoon part.
We're not like, you got married and we'll never see a bro again.
No,
I feel like straight guys.
His
are
grandfather
so
died.
Gay. Oh yeah,
all of a sudden his grandfather died, and then it actually doesn't matter. But also, he also lost his job,
which he didn't. He was laid off. He was laid off, and he did say that there's a big difference.
Well, there is.
Why?
I don't know. Yeah, we were doing this, and I was like, "Oh, Trevor will see all of this," and then I realized he won't see all of this.
He may or he may not. The thing is, what we will do is we will bleach his head later.
Yeah. So what we're doing today is because Colton bleached his hair and Trevor wanted to bleach his hair.
Yep.
I'm gonna bleach my hair today on camera.
Yes. I used to be a hairstylist. I used to do this for a living, and I thought that my license was so expired that I could never get it back again because it's been that long. And then I went online last night, and they were like, "Give me $50 and we'll make it active again."
And I said, "Do my hair."
Yep. And that's what we did. So we're gonna do that. Is there any big transformations in your life? You obviously went through the physical one.
Yeah.
Yes, I've done
a couple times, up and down. I'm like Kirstie Alley with my weight.
And the thing is, I think that a lot of people, when they feel different on the inside, they want it to reflect on the outside. So people will treat them differently. They're like, you can't treat me like the old me.
I'm skinny.
You have to respect me. I'm not a...
Yeah, I think it's definitely... I've had a lot of transformations. I've done a lot of embarrassing things to look different. A lot of embarrassing things.
My wheels are spinning. I am thinking of 5 embarrassing things. Let's go through the top 3.
Okay, well, everyone who's listened already knows the story, but like the T-shirt of the Popular Girls.
Oh yeah,
that's humiliating.
Real quick, he put people that were mean to him on his T-shirt and said he were best friends or something like that.
I just wore it to school all the time. Which is so insane.
I just wish that's what, I wish that's what I could see from I don't know. Kanye. I guess if Kanye just wore Ari Shafir's head.
Oh, did he?
No.
Oh, that'd
I'm
be
just saying I
amazing,
would like
though.
to see him put his stuff on his clothing.
Yeah. I also in 7th grade, my grandfather gave me one of his girlfriend's dad's like camel coat that was like long, like what everyone wears now, like a long cool camel coat for the fall, and I wore it in 7th grade in Massachusetts with like my PacSun t-shirt to school and got like absolutely destroyed for wearing it.
Sorry, absolutely destroyed to me has been ruined by porn. Now I'm just like, what? Oh, what did they do to you in that
gang
coat?
raped me.
look at Dylan in his trench coat. Somebody wants to get fucked.
Yeah.
Love that.
To the point where when
but I think you talked about this too. I think you said that your dad was driving and you were walking
so
and
embarrassing.
sad, and he was like, "None of my kid is a trench coat kid," or
and
something.
then he
like
realized
that.
it was me, and he was like, "Get in the fucking car."
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I've definitely.
I had the swoop bangs in high school.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber style.
I mean, I flat ironed my hair, and I remember
that's
the
bad.
first couple of times I'd be like, "No, I didn't." It was just like so fucking straight. People were like, it looks like you did. I'm like, no. It just turns out when my hair got this long, it changed texture a little bit to fried. Yeah, I did a lot. I mean, I was in hair school, so I've changed my outer appearance several times.
Yeah, I mean, I also have been bleach blonde. I would say for like 3 years of my life. Used to have a nose ring.
I feel like a nose ring.
Yeah, I had a nose ring. It was a hoop, and then
Apparently, Scottish people, that's all the rage in Scotland right now.
Really, I don't like when straight men have nose rings. It's like, stop trying to be us.
Okay, so I accused my brother recently of queer baiting.
Yeah, queer baiting you.
And he did well. He was like, "What?" He didn't know what it meant. So I told him it was because he had soft lips.
Yeah, does he have soft lips?
He has the biggest, softest pillow lips.
Is your brother hot?
My brother is. He's
Yeah.
very like he is a better version of me in every sense.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's in med school right now. He is way funnier than me. Like way funnier than me.
Really?
Yeah.
So what are you like in your family? I never hear you talk about your brother. He's a mystery.
Oh, I talked about my brother. I talked to my brother. Well, I haven't talked to him in a while because he's so busy with med school.
Yeah.
I actually.
Now, how does he look at you? Is he like, Colton's a freak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always known the rules
Yeah.
and then not cared to follow them.
That's beautiful.
That's why I think that it came to surprise when you guys were like, "Oh, you're autistic." When forever for me is like, why would I just?
I feel like we said that
operate
like
on
6.
such a general like. Why would I participate in like pleasantry when it doesn't get me anything?
Yeah, I don't know if you are autistic. We said it like 6 months ago once.
I was in this spot when you called me bipolar,
I didn't call you bipolar. I informed other people that you are bipolar.
but it turns out I'm not.
Yeah.
Why do you
I
say
love
that?
I'm not saying you're not bipolar, but I don't know what your diagnosis would be. I do know that there's been a lot of medication.
We're still searching.
Yeah.
We're still searching.
I'll tell you this. What you look like right now is there's something seriously wrong up there.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Right now. Wait, right now?
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Your eyes twitching.
I'm so
part of your hair is
tired.
blonde, part of it's purple.
Well, the purple part. That's fun. I feel like a cool ant.
Yeah, it's more like Kesha.
Yeah, I mean, and you
hate.
know what? It's gonna fade. To be honest, TG does that. And the thing that you need to know about if you're gonna bleach your hair, and we'll teach you how to do it. It's real fucking easy. You gotta tone it. So if you're gonna be doing it by yourself, it might turn a little purple for a couple of days. Don't worry, that's a really good sign. It's gonna look really good in a couple of days.
Yeah,
this purple's gonna go in like 1 or 2 days.
We're gonna do this on camera, and it is making me nervous.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Because
I'll
your
say
eyebrows
this.
are Char.
Yeah, but it looks. Have I shown you pictures of me with blonde?
Yeah, but there are other thing that you keep on saying.
Yeah.
You go, Colton, I want it cool. I want it cool. There better be no yellow. You keep on saying that.
I really don't like
But
yellow.
your hair is naturally golden. Like you have a golden brown.
Do you think my personality is
getting
golden?
the yellow out is going to be just a dash of purple. And now if we dash it up a little too purple, you're going to look like you're going to be from Portland for a couple of days.
That's okay. That's okay. But that's fine. That's fine. I think we should try to get it as light as possible. I saw Jimmy's hair.
Yo,
I don't want to look like Jimmy.
Yo, I didn't do Jimmy's hair. I just cut Jimmy's hair. And he came up to me and I went, "You're yellow."
Yeah, I can't look like Jimmy.
No,
Jimmy
you
works
won't.
at the creek and
Not anymore.
oh.
Not with that haircut. No, he is doing college shows now, so he can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah, he's not DACA though. He very specifically.
We could never do college shows. No, our
I keep on thinking. You know what? Maybe the times will catch up with us.
No, the young people, these young girls, they are psychotic.
Yeah, no, I've definitely.
Like,
Has
we are-
anybody come up to you after a show and been like, Colton, I really think that you're being reductive about your views on Palestine.
No.
Okay, because I did. And the lady she was clearly white and not from Palestine. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Colton
hey,
talks about
listen,
Palestine a lot.
well, I just think that they should give women rights and stop throwing gay people off a tall building. Hot take!
Did that happen?
Hot take.
Wait, did that really happen?
They fucking kill you for being gay. Like, I'm sorry.
You get
Hot take Colton over here.
You get
Maybe thinking they shouldn't do that. So,
You-
yeah.
that's
I was like...
a lot of a lot of
So yeah, she was like,
like
"You're
that
being a little bit
energy.
reductive." I was like, "The 30 seconds that I briefly said I wish they didn't do that," and she was like, "Well, my boyfriend is from Palestine," and I went and I said to her, "I hope that
like when
you
girls
don't
are like, "My
fight
boyfriend's
his
black."
battles. I hope you don't fight his battles." And she goes, "What?" I go, "Because you will end up in a car doing a suicide mission." And she was. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, bitch.
That's why you don't talk to the comedians.
I will fucking flame you, girl.
I will flame you.
I will flame you hotter than that suicide mission your boyfriend sent you on." I'm just saying, just stop throwing gay people off buildings, and you know what? I'll tone it back a little
I
bit.
don't think gay people should be thrown off buildings. I'm just gonna say
Hot
that.
take.
Hot take.
Sorry about it.
But if that's also your culture, I do think we have to respect that. Like, we do have to respect other people's culture. So if your culture is like is killing gay people, then I think that like we should, if we're in that country, we need to respect that.
Honestly, I heard after we pulled out of Afghanistan, there was some lady that goes, "You know, it's probably better that we did do that because of like imperialism and all that." And I was like,
What's imperialism mean?
To this lady, it means sometimes cultures make women slaves, and if that's your thing, I have to respect your culture.
I agree. I literally do. Whatever your culture is okay.
Oh, not me at all. I think that if you have a bad idea, we get to shit on it. Welcome to America, where we shit on bad ideas.
I mean, we are number one. People love to go, number one of what? I go, of everything.
I don't know, of shitting on bad ideas.
Yeah.
I think that's the... I
mean, we are the most popular girl at school.
Do we have faults? We have
America
faults.
is the most popular girl at school.
Yeah, but like... I was just... It doesn't matter.
Love us, hate
so,
us.
you know
They
what?
can't stop talking
maybe
about us.
U.S. needs some hair bleach. That's the thing is, we feel a little different, right?
Yeah.
They're doing some pretty gnarly stuff with affirmative action right now in the Supreme Court. Won't bring it up. I don't know enough about it. But it is this U.S. We don't really know.
The only thing I know about affirmative action is that my grandfather, before he died, was at my brother's wedding, and he was like, "I'm really against affirmative action." And I was like, "What is that?"
Oh, it's just...
And he's like, it's the reason you won't get into college.
that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But basically, it's...
I was like, I think the reason I didn't get to college is because my senior year, they were like, "What's your GPA?" It's a 1.2.
You had a 1.2.
Yeah, then I freaked out.
I don't think you were in sped.
I was.
if you had a 1.2 and your classes were easier.
No, my classes weren't easier. Just I went to one room during the day to like learn how to spell like art.
And so what were your
And, like,
tests look
Apple.
like?
What do you mean?
Okay,
I
so
took-
you didn't have tests.
I took all the. Well, so here's the thing. I actually didn't do any homework.
No, I'm just asking you about the
Can
test
I
right
want to say
now.
this. I want to say this. I want to say this.
Can we just stay on the test?
Wait, can I say one thing? Wait, 1 second.
Let's stay on the test. Did you do any?
Yeah, you know, like the MCASTs. Isn't it like the yearly? You have to take it every year.
No, MCAS is what you take to get into med school. But yeah, I know about them.
No. In Massachusetts, it's like every state has their own. Like,
yeah.
you know, you have to take this.
we called ours CSATs.
Yeah, so ours was the MCAST.
MCAST, yes.
Yeah, and they actually, I got to go into the library with all the other kids who were and
Suicidal.
suicidal, no, mentally disabled, and they would bring out all the helpers, and then one of the helpers, her name was Linda. Love you, Linda. She would literally she'd be like A, B, C. She'd be like answering the questions for us. She'd be like, "This is the answer."
So
and we'd all be like,
okay, because it sounds like if that was your score, and Linda gave you the answers, it sounds like Linda was an idiot.
No, well, I did well on the test, but here's what I want to tell you.
So Linda did well on the test.
Here's what I want to tell you is that I did start my senior year with a 1.2 GPA. Now, we have to understand is every single day when I got to school, me and my friends would immediately leave, go to Dunkin' Donuts, smoke weed in the cemetery, and go back to school late. So if you go to school late, you got 5% taken off your entire grade for every single class because you're late to school.
Per day.
No. For the entire semester, if you got a certain amount of days. And so then you have to go and you have to like beg to the vice principal, like, please don't take 5% off. Like, I'm literally gonna fail. I have to get through. So like I was graduating with like a 60, like every single day was like 62s. You know, I was looking to get right above the 60. Passable. And
D
then,
is passable?
yeah.
D's passing.
D is passing.
No, C's get degrees. That's the same.
That's not what we had. I had a lot going on at home, and I'll say this.
No, D is for Dylan.
I want to say this. I want to say this though. I didn't. Okay. Also, at the same time, it's like, sorry, my sister died, and then my friend killed herself. Like, I wasn't really caring about school.
Why did your friend kill herself?
No one really knows.
She didn't write a letter?
No.
I think it's so fucking
Her
crazy.
boyfriend did break up with her that day, but I really, there's other things about that we're not going to get onto here that I would tell you off. But yeah, I don't want it on the internet.
Oh, you don't want it on the internet?
No.
Because like her soul will come back. That's the thing is I know
there's,
a
like,
couple
her
of people.
family's live. And like everyone who's watching this from my hometown knows who I'm talking about. But I will say this. I freaked out my senior year and I got my GPA up to a 2.1.
Hey,
That's actually pretty good. That just proves how smart I actually am. If I tried, I would have got it.
that's what I think that is limiting you right now in your current state is you go like, I don't even care about what's happening. That's why if I fail, it doesn't matter. But you know
I
what?
know, it's
I want to. I'm sitting here. I'm going. You know what? You could be better. And you're challenging yourself, and that's why we're bleaching your hair today.
We're bleaching my hair today.
What is your biggest insecurity right now?
My chest.
Your chest. Okay.
And my body.
Okay. So you know what?
You know what? My
My
hair.
advice:
Yeah.
change your hair color.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
I think that it's probably gonna, maybe this color you go, that person, you deserved to treat your body like shit. And then, so you self-identify as a person who who goes, you know what? I deserve to treat my body like shit. But then you change how you look on the outside. You see yourself and you go, that person deserves love.
Yeah.
And you're going to go, you know what? I think we're going to see some big changes. What big
Can I
changes
also
are
say-
you expecting?
I'm expecting to get this done and absolutely lose 30 pounds in the process from the chemicals, which is something that actually does happen when you're doing your hair. But I will tell you this, and I want to be completely transparent. When I have blonde hair, I'm a huge bitch.
Slut. Okay. I was going to say
I'm a
slut.
huge fucking bitch when I have blonde hair. Something happens where, like, literally I become a different version of myself. Like, this has been, if you think I'm crazy, this has been, like, the subdued version. Brown hair Dylan, where I'm, like, almost, like, meek. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, hey, you know what? I'm going to find out if this is a huge mistake, and maybe this will be our last podcast episode.
Oh, it's literally not. We're just taking this all the way to the road.
Okay, great. Well, then we'll come into a city near you. If you want us to come to your city, email someofthisisbad@gmail.com.
Also, this episode is basically a special episode because Trevor's not here to edit the actual episode, so we're kind of getting this out.
Well, we do want to know. I think that we're going to get deeper right now because, physically, your gynomastia makes you sad.
I'm actually fine with that. It's fine.
And your body, you don't really like. You said you. Sorry, I'm recapping your insecurities, and so it sounds really mean. I'm like, but how else do you recap insecurities without sounding
for
mean?
sure? I
Okay,
feel like
so
I'm
what
just
you don't like about you,
I feel like also that like my problem is like my body is like I need to stop talking about it. Because at this point I'm trying to be like it literally doesn't matter because it's like.
Well, it does matter.
No, I know.
And you know what? It's your
You
brain.
remind me of like the manager at the Creek in the Cave when I was hosting that weekend, and I was like, honestly, like it doesn't even matter. I'm just trying to remind myself it doesn't matter, and she was like, it actually does matter. I want you to do a good job.
No, that wasn't the host. I
said that was a manager.
No, it wasn't. It was the fucking headliner said that.
No.
Yes. Who are you hosting for?
I was hosting for Morgan Murphy, but that's
and
not
she
his-
looked at you and she went,
No, that was a
okay, so it does matter?
No, it's the manager. I can't think of her name.
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie. Love you, girl.
So, well, okay. So,
I guess I'm trying to
physically, you got some things. And you know what? Honestly, that focus has got you from 400 pounds to this body right now.
Yeah.
And that focus, we're going to take
And we
you.
don't know the weight because that would drive me crazy.
We're going to take you and we're going to take you to that next step.
I get
And
my-
by next swimsuit season, you're going to be out here shredded, but we probably can't afford those gynomastia titties. So you're going to have some tits still.
Yeah, that's
you're
okay.
going to have a six pack right over some tits.
Here's
And you
the
know
thing.
what? I think that's going to be a fetish.
Do you think there is a payment plan?
Yes.
There really should
Yeah,
be,
there's
right?
a payment plan.
Yeah. So
Especially, we can figure it out.
yeah.
And you know, if you have
What are your insecurities?
Well, actually, I was gonna be really vulnerable and
Yeah.
let you guess.
I know. I'm like
What am I most insecure about?
your mental illness.
No.
Is it physically?
There's some physical ones that I can
What?
go for. What?
What are you physically uncomfortable with about your body?
Oh, you don't want to guess?
Colton, honestly, like someone asked me the other day, like, aren't you scared you're gonna get attracted to Colton? And I was like, no, I'm scared that I'm gonna like kill Colton and steal his skin as a bodysuit.
You know what? I'm not scared about that at all. It wouldn't fit. Let's get you to fit size, and then I'll start be worrying about if you're gonna steal my skin. So other things
that's so funny. It's like I'm gonna steal Colton's skin. He's like, won't fit. It's like what a mean fucking thing to say. Wait, what are you insecure about?
I always feel tired, so I'm always thinking that people are looking at me going, "Oh, he doesn't take care of himself," which I don't. You know, I for a long time I didn't, and I think that especially with my drinking, when it was at the peak of that, I was really. People could tell how much you're drinking and how much like drugs you're doing based on your eyes. Mm-hmm. So I was always like, if I can hide my eyes, then I can hide my fucking disease.
Yeah.
So I think that I still have some of that with me where I'm always like, don't look at my eyes. But the thing is, I have like really
Gorgeous
blue eyes
Gorgeous
that people
eyes.
won't shut up about them. So I'm like, stop looking at them. And then they're like, no, but they're pretty. And I'm like, you're a liar. You want me to fail.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my biggest insecurity. My other insecurity is that that I'm not connecting with humanity like I should. Mm-hmm. But not that I
like
should.
animals?
But like I feel like when somebody goes to dinner, they're like, and I went to dinner with Julie last night, and it was amazing. She's doing really well, and that means something to some person. That would never happen in my life.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, why would you give a shit? What? Like,
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't care about that. I go to dinner with people and I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah.
Like, good luck with whatever you're dealing with.
Right.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay.
No, you're normal.
I feel like the other thing I don't know what I'm turning into this person. It's because I'm getting ready to do hair. And I turned into that lady from Beauty and the Beast. Beautician and the Beast. Remember that movie?
No.
Beautician and the Beast. Oh, she talks like this.
I've never seen it.
Yes, you have.
I literally haven't.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
I
She
don't.
has super nasally. Remember
Fran Drescher?
Yes.
Oh, I love Fran Drescher.
was a beautician.
Hi, Mr. Sheffield.
And she had to go be an au pair, but she was a beautician, and she went over to like Romania or somewhere and lived in a castle. And this fucking
I've never seen this, but I will watch it today.
it's honestly one of my childhood memories of like, okay, yeah, you can
Whoa.
find a rich guy and really just change your life around.
That's kind of like her whole thing.
Yeah. And you
She
know,
actually-
honestly, I think it was like 5 when it came out. I think I really liked that male character for
Obvious reasons.
obvious reasons now, but I think
Yeah.
I was like, that guy's a real noble guy, and he kind of really, like he turned out to be a really good guy. Anyways, is there anything else that you want to change about yourself in this new coming hairstyle?
No, I am gonna say that I am quitting cigarettes, and not today, and we're gonna be doing a full different diet and workout plan. So things are gonna be really wrapping up here quickly.
We are.
I am.
Okay, great, because I've thought about it too. Pretend you're sleeping, then we'll go to a commercial break.
Okay, commercial break.
Or do you want to do a song, or do you want to do a turn?
What's a turn?
People. This is what his hair looks like. All right. So actually, one more question before we get into this. Bleach.
God.
Have you ever like had a full meltdown where you were yelling at a close friend because of your hair?
Yeah, every single time that I bleached my hair, my best friend Brielle, she was a hairdresser, and she would lie to me, and she'd say, it's going to be silver, it's going to be silver, it's going to be silver. And see, what you did is you said, it's going to be purple at first. You said, it's going to be purple at first.
Yeah.
And you need to expect that. She would say, it's going to be silver, it's going to be blue. Or she'd say, it's going to be silver, it's not going to be blue, it's not going to be purple. And then we'd tone it, and I'd look in the mirror, and it would be like, bright blue or bright purple, and I would be like, you fucking lied to me.
No.
I now have to walk around, because here's the thing, I like attention for like my personality, I like attention for what I'm saying. I don't like attention, like I don't think it's hot or cool to walk around with purple or blue hair, especially in 2022 where like everyone's doing it. Like when I see someone
Like me.
Well, your hair's blonde.
Well, I have purple in it. What did you say when I came in here?
I said that you looked like a 2008 straight boy who's about to be on Broke Straight Boys.
And then I said,
I don't remember.
yeah, I'm Czech. Why? Czech on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually don't like that. I only like Americans. I only like American porn.
I don't know what to tell you about it.
I only like the American accent for porn.
Oh, I specifically hate the Irish accent for porn.
I want to have an Irish boyfriend so badly, it's insane.
Right.
We should go to
up for
Ireland.
that. I'm up for
We
that.
should go to Ireland.
But I just, one time I typed in Pornhub.com instead of Pornhub.com/gay, and it was straight up this Irish lady, just full on spread eagle, just be like, right, you don't want to fucking touch my pussy?
Oh, that's gross.
Her accent.
All of it. All of it's gross.
She's like, squid. Anyways, let's do that hair.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
I don't care.
Okay, great. And we'll be back, and then you guys can time warp with us. Hey guys, this is Colton. The rest of this podcast includes sound that is from the camera. We usually record into microphones that record a little bit of clear sound. This sound is actually also not from this is me speaking into a camera. I'm glad we're on the same page. A formal apology to you and your family for the rest of the episode. It's fun. Hey, the content is there, but the sound is not. I love you and enjoy the rest of the episode. Coming to you live from my attic.
Sweet.
Okay, well, we're back. We're back. And someone's a little different. Something's is a little different.
It's so scary bleaching your hair.
Not for me. It's
No,
not.
you know what's scary is that like I have a job.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
it's not.
So I had to tell everyone today I'm bleaching my hair, so don't like be so shocked when you see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because when you bleach your hair, like some people hate it, and then you have to be like okay with them being like, oh my god. So I wanted everyone to be like, this is who I am. I'm bleaching my hair, and if you're not okay with that, then you're not okay with that.
I mean,
Do you think I should put the cap on?
should you get? Have you ever been fired from a job?
Nope.
You've never been fired
No,
from a job.
I'm a good worker. Because I'm smart. I find places that have high turnover, and they're looking for anyone with like loyalty.
I have a feeling I've been fired.
100% you've been fired.
I
wouldn't be surprised if you've been fired from every job you've ever had, or never went back.
Okay, I've definitely no-showed a couple times.
I bet you've never like completed a full. Like,
you can't. You don't complete a job. What?
Like when you go, I can give you my 2 weeks. If you're giving your 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah, that's so bad, Colton.
No. I've been like, hey, well, okay. I was trying to think of when. I mean, I've been like, okay. So your job, the business is like it's like an everyday. You gotta show up every day.
Yeah. You have to clock in. I have to be there 5 days.
I found jobs where I'm about month long strategic goals, right? So like the businesses are gonna continue with or without me, but I can optimize budgets. I can,
It makes no sense. So you've never given like, I'm giving my 2 weeks, and then you work for 2 more weeks. Well, they like.
That's never been one of my truths. No, I've never had that be my truth.
I gave my 2 weeks on my last job in Portland, and I got in trouble. She was like, most managers give a month.
Oh.
And I was like, no. I was like, I'm actually leaving in 2 weeks.
I think I've given. Okay, I'm thinking of. Sorry, I know that you were telling a story. I didn't hear any of it.
Can I say something? It actually doesn't matter.
Great.
Literally, it's garbage.
Okay, because I was remembering that over the pandemic, I got a real quote unquote job as a technical support for Microsoft Outlook.
Can you do that?
I will say that
How much are they paying you?
I got paid, I think, $25 an hour.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, over the pandemic, literally, you just have to check in online, and then, you have one client a day, just be like, hey, my thing's fucked up, and then you help them, and then you play Xbox. So that was my truth. And I gave them a 1 week notice, but for some reason, I felt like I needed to create the craziest lie in the entire world. I told them that I was with a boyfriend, and that boyfriend, I'd been giving him checks to pay rent, and that he was pocketing the money, and now we're getting evicted, and I don't even know if I'll have Wi-Fi.
That is, you just didn't want to be there anymore?
Well, yeah, I was done.
That is so crazy. That is insane. And such an addict thing to do is like make this huge.
I could have just been like, hey, I don't want to work here anymore. But I honestly, I don't know. I wanted them to be like, don't go. We'll figure out a way.
Yeah.
And honestly, they were like, literally, if you need to take a week, you need to take 2 weeks. We love having you.
And you just never went back.
And I was like, listen, I know I loved working here because I did
But I won't
nothing.
have Wi-Fi.
But I just don't know where I'm going to end up. As I told you, my boyfriend stole all of my rent checks.
But so, like, if I was your boss, I'd be like, for sure, but, like, wouldn't you need to make more money to, like, get a new place? And, like, Starbucks has free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but okay, well, No, you couldn't use Wi-Fi. It had to be a VPN because it had to be a secure line because I was dealing with, people's entire business portfolios, and I'd go into their computers.
You mean you could get a VPN anywhere?
You don't really know what that means.
I know.
What does it mean?
You get an app and it protects your internet.
That's probably true. I don't really know what it means.
Yeah.
In fact, I was Microsoft Team support, and I probably
could help you very much at all.
I will say this: I go to work. I never call out. I'm a hard worker. I've always given my 2 weeks. At the same time, like I'm very dependable. I'll come in. I'll help out a shift. I'm very reliable at work. I've also been absolutely blackout drunk at work.
Not anymore. Not recently.
Not anymore. But I like. I hope they don't watch this. But at my last job, out of the day after Thanksgiving, I like woke up so hungover. And something my friend used to do is start drinking vodka in the morning. And I had an interview. So what I should have done was just cancel the interview.
Yeah.
And what I did do was
show
up after we drank like 15 shots of vodka.
Yeah.
And I did a full interview with someone. And he knew something was up.
Right.
As you do. Yeah.
I had to take a drug test for another job. And I didn't realize, but and so I went to happy hour before that.
Yeah.
So I was drinking a lot of Bud Light. So then I failed a drug test because they said I was diluting my pee with water. And I was like, it was Bud Light, you idiot. And so apparently you can't do that. So
what happens if you drink a lot of water?
They think that you're diluting your pees to hide the cocaine.
Were you?
What?
Hiding the cocaine?
I wasn't hiding the cocaine at all. I didn't at that time.
Cocaine also leaves your system up like
2 or 3 days. So like, what are we even doing for 10 days?
You know how people would be like, if you smoke pot.
And that's the thing, I don't smoke pot.
And if you're fat, it stays in your body longer because it clings onto the fat cells. And I just remember being like, oh my God, never
and
tested
if you're fat, if you happen to identify as
I identify as working on it.
a fat pot smoker, never heard of it. Hey, okay, so one thing about that Microsoft job though, all the training was done by a Nigerian team from Nigeria.
Beautiful.
And they were so fed up with our American lifestyle. They were just like, you guys need to learn more fast. Okay, Colton, can I tell you something? You guys, okay, so let me tell you about how I started. I started here and I came in every Saturdays. If you guys know Nigeria, you know Lagos. And I was like, what? No one knows Lagos, dude. Lagos is the capital of Nigeria, if you didn't know. And he goes, and if you know Lagos, you know about our traffic. I was like, no one knows about your traffic.
I think it's kind of beautiful that he was like, I'm going to kind of share to you what my day today is like.
Yeah, but that's what he said. He said it took him 3 hours to get to work.
That is so hard. And think about how hard he's working at Microsoft, and they're probably paying him like nothing and 3 hours for the traffic. I mean, that's like Austin. Why is everyone
But
moving here?
anyways, he wanted us to come. He was like, so you guys need to learn on your time off. And I actually went, I'm sorry, I just don't want to have any miscommunication. I am not going to learn if I'm not getting paid for it. And he went, okay. And that's when I was like, you know what, America, you're going down the tube. And I'm riding that wave too, going, you know, which side of, do you have a side that you're hoping wins out this whole political storm? Do you have somebody that you believe in? I'm just asking in general, do you have anyone? I believe in none of our leaders. So I was wondering if anybody believes in any.
Something that I kind of picture happening to kind of get me through the day is that I like to think of like, all right, so some really bad things happen. Like really bad.
Today?
No, like in the world.
Oh,
Wait, let's say the government gets overthrown.
today.
Sure.
Our government.
Sure. And then like, kind of like Handmaid's Style. And so then all of a sudden, like, gay people are in trouble. Whatever, everyone's in trouble. You don't go to work anymore. You know what I mean?
You know what I say? No one's in trouble. Someone is in trouble.
Everyone's in trouble. And so this is kind of the fantasy that I play out in my head actually a lot, where like then we have to go live in the woods and we're like kind of, on our own. And like we're all in our own groups and like factions kind of start to go off, and then it's kind of like tribes. So we go back to like tribe time.
Yeah.
And then this is so narcissistic, but I picture myself like obviously getting like incredibly ripped during this time. And then I'm kind of like the leader of the pack. And then like 20 years later, we've been like fighting with these like religious, soldiers or whatever. And then like I get brought back to Massachusetts, captured, and I'm like so fucking ripped. And then like what?
Well, I'm just wondering if you had the guy who asked you to take it off before or after.
So in this, I actually don't know if I've gone to mastio or I'm just like really fat. And I've never been diagnosed.
Okay. So this is like my bipolar where it may or may not exist in 2 weeks.
I mean, they get smaller, so it's like they've definitely gotten smaller in the last like 6 months. So I'm assuming that like I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. I think
Okay.
it's mostly skin.
Have you taken some before photos for us?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Do you want to see a picture from like January with my shirt off?
No.
Okay.
I prefer to see the after. You know?
I appreciate that.
I
So wait,
mean,
can I
my
finish?
type after.
Nah, my type after.
Yeah, I'm not really a before kind of person.
Wait, can I finish my daydream?
Yes, let me just catch everybody up. You had been fighting with or against religious soldiers, because if you know you kind of joined them.
no. I'm now like living in the woods. I have like a tribe, and like we're all hanging. Like maybe you're there.
You're hanging out?
We're vibing.
Oh my god, it's post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
We're chilling. What should we do today? Oh yeah, there's no internet.
Yeah, like it's a lot of like fun stuff. Everyone's kind of bi at this point, and then I get like captured. But I get like really good at like bow
Oh
and
my
arrow.
god!
I get like really good
If
at bow
some
and arrow.
guy was like, "I'm not gay," I'm like, "It's really, we're gonna do
Yeah.
this. It's post-apocalyptic.
Like-
You're gonna act like you're not a little bit bi."
Yeah, everyone has to be bi.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if no one was bi and you're the only gay person and like you don't see another gay person for like 15 years in the woods?
Yeah. That's actually, can I change your story?
Yeah.
That happened to me. And I now have a wife, and I come up to you and you're like, "Hey Colton, we're just hanging out." And I'm like, "I don't know him. Send him to Massachusetts."
Yeah.
So now you're headed to Massachusetts.
And so now I always like to pick, this is so sick. I had a picture that I'm like in Massachusetts and I'm like, I haven't been here in 20 years. You know, but I'm like ripped and almost 50. And then like and then the young soldier who's like, I hear like the last name and I'm like, I like look because obviously we all have tribe names. And then it's like, my like nephew. And then I'm like, you know what I mean? I haven't seen him in 20 years. I'm crying.
Okay, wait. I just don't know what you're gonna do with the nephew.
Well, I'm in jail, and he's like a soldier from the religious right.
Oh,
And then he's like treating me like shit, and I'm like, and then I realized like, oh, that's my brother's son.
okay.
You know, and then it's like,
And he had does that person exist?
yeah.
Oh, I
He was
didn't know
born
that.
last year.
Last year, 1 year old. So my sister.
Wait, but isn't
Famous.
that kind of a good story? And then all of a sudden, like my brother is on the wrong side of history, and then like, but then they get me out, and I'm like, you betrayed your country.
So the only problem I have with that story is it really is singular. You really didn't develop any other characters. That
Oh,
like,
it's just me.
won.
It's just me. It's just me.
No one else really won, lost anything. There was no
It's
arc
more about
for
me.
anybody else. I showed up for a little bit, but there was no arc.
Yeah.
I kind of shoved an arc in there.
Well, maybe there's more of an arc like private. Maybe it's private. Have you ever
You
looked
know
at
what?
that? Maybe it's
Actually, you
private.
know what? That's actually very apropos of our theme today, which is transformations. And you know what? This transformation is not private. You bleached your freaking hair,
And you
dude.
bleached my hair. You bleached my hair.
You bleached your hair, dude, because you're growing as a person.
Yeah.
And you want everybody to know.
Well, it was time for something new.
Yeah.
I needed something new in my life. I needed to go blonde.
You didn't ask me any questions about my blonde story. My blonde story.
Wait,
But the storyline of me being blonde?
wait. I actually want to really publicly apologize for that.
For in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make a public apology for Colton for not asking about his blonde story. But what I want to ask you is, will you tell me a little bit about your blonde story? And also, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but your eyes twitching so much.
I
in a way
actually,
that's like, did you sleep last night? Like, it makes me feel like.
well,
maybe
it's,
it's
I'm feeling like it's actually getting stronger.
No, it is. Well, the
It's
way
getting stronger because
literally-
it's actually
throbbing.
closing my eye at this point.
I'm looking, like you're looking at me, and it's literally throbbing in a way that's like so crazy.
Yes, this is. Remember when I was like, one of my biggest insecurities is like my eyes.
Yeah.
I think
Which is
that's-
kind of say like, and not that like, and you brought this up to me the other day that like sometimes you feel that I minimize your issues because you're hot
and rich.
and rich. Yeah, for sure. And I've been trying
I
to
lived a really interesting life.
life, and I feel like I've been trying to be like Colton's issues are valid
Yeah.
to you because I actually do think they are valid, but I think I don't respond correctly to you.
Uh-huh.
And I've been trying to be better about that.
Yeah.
But when I want to say like when one of your insecurities is one of your best features, like I'm having a hard time like feeling bad for you.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? Like
I understand, but like heavy is the crown. So like if I was
I know.
if I was king, I'd be like, I'm a little insecure about this
crown. For sure,
right?
I just think it's when you have like ocean blue eyes, to be like, I'm just like really insecure about my eyes.
Yeah,
like
but
when
like,
people are like, oh, like what?
but okay,
what's your
let me
weakness
just
that-
take. I know. Okay, wait. Let me just take you through middle school.
Can I
Okay.
say one thing first? Can I say one thing first? It's kind of like when you're in a job interview and they're like, what's your biggest weakness? And you're like, then I kind of get everything done.
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
You know what I
But
mean?
you know-
Like, well, that's not really a weakness.
Okay. So let's just take you through. Okay, so there's the hot trope, the hot girl who's has a bunch of friends, and I like that I'm using a female gender.
Well, you don't
for the
have
story.
that.
I actually don't have a gender.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, the friend
I will say when I'm blonde, I'm going to be there though.
that's going to be impossible for me to remember. I will not try. Okay, so when you move to a new town and there's like a threat, as they say, like you're an 8 and a guy comes in and he's an 8.5. Okay, you gonna be really nice in this game, or are you gonna bully him for being a little bit different with kooky ideas? And basically, I would say that these eyes, these charming wits, were used against me, and they're like, you know what? I'm mean to him because he should be fine. He should be popular. And I was like, what? Because why? Because I get good grades? Because I'm privileged?
Wait, while you're talking,
Because I can smash any poon I want?
because you fucked 50 women, I love that.
All right. Well, it did last for a little bit. I was thinking it might be a possibility for hot sec.
What?
Why I'm insecure about my eyes.
It's not real.
Well, what?
Why? What?
Huh?
Here's what I want to say is that also I was thinking about this. Though, like, I'm not mean to hot people. If anything, I'm like really nice to them. I love hot people, and I actually now look around and I'm like, I don't really hang out with uggos. I definitely appreciate. I mean, you know, I don't really have any ugly friends.
I think if you're Dylan's friend, you know exactly what I'm thinking of. I don't have somebody, but I know that maybe
You don't
your
know
friends
any-
are as insecure as maybe.
All my friends are hot.
Are they insecure?
No.
You know what? If they have money, they're hot to me.
They're poor, but they all have banging bodies and faces.
What do they do that keeps so fit?
They like to fuck. They like to look good. All my friends take care of themselves,
All my friends.
and they kind of say like, "Don't live in friends."
Oh, really?
No, they're all like, "You're great."
Well, let's
You said all my friends live in France.
I was trying to think what that song is. All my exes live in Texas is probably what I was thinking.
All my exes live in Texas. Actually, none of my exes live in Texas.
So, like, the reason I got blonde is because
what's your blonde?
Clayton Maduria told me
a good
that
friend of mine.
my brown hair looked like a brown helmet.
So you thought
And it did.
better?
And it did. So I thought, I'm going to, yeah. And that's what I thought, this is going to be a little bit better than that.
I actually love it.
I think,
You look unstable.
yeah, I'm getting a lot of Latin vibes, a lot of, like, people going, like, are you one of us? And I was giving this look.
I'll tell you this, and maybe that's beautiful, and that's being about me. But it's what?
I was finishing.
Oh,
I was helping you start.
Thank you so much. I've never been blonde in Texas, but I did usually get more attention from men with brown hair.
Your eyebrows are going to be so dark.
I know, but people love that about
The dark eyebrows and blonde hair.
me. Yeah.
Which movie star do you feel like you're going to be most vibing?
I don't know. I do think that if I lost enough weight, I look like G-Eazy.
I don't know who that is.
It's Halsey's ex.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Halsey is?
No, you've said it a bunch of times. I've Googled it. And I'm like, oh, her, but I actually don't know who it
She's
is.
so beautiful. I'm bisexual for Halsey. She is, yeah, I love her. She's also really petty, which I like. In one of her songs, she says, like, I hope your little brother turns out nothing like you, which I think is a hilarious line.
Is your health dry as it?
Good or bad?
It just means we got some time. It's still processing. I'm still processing.
Does it look good?
Right now? No.
What? No. What do you mean it doesn't look good?
It's, you got shaving cream full of hair, It's not, I don't think, it's not supposed to look good. Right now,
Oh, good.
you look like a clown.
You look honey, you look like a clown, honey. Okay, you're a fool. You're a fool and a flop. Okay, look at you. Look at you with your little Baywatch shorts on and your fucking tank top and your purple and fucking sandy blonde hair. You flop.
Flop?
Flop.
At least you didn't go for the jugular and talk about my crazy eye.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? I appreciate that.
Oh, of course, I would never come from a girl when she's at her lowest.
Baywatch shorts is
yours,
that I
mine's
actually
more
have
of a
problem with it.
Me blonde hair right now is more like self-empowerment.
Yeah.
Yours, I feel like, is it you circling the drain?
Okay, I feel like you've said that a couple times.
I'm just asking.
So, like, I just got a new job. So, actually, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. You know what?
But the
if I just
stereotype-
one of those jobs where I'm going to have to put in 2 weeks. You know what? Because the job will continue.
Yeah. The stereotype is when gay men dye their hair blonde. There's a huge problem now.
Oh, okay. And so you're just...
I'm just going to ask
you were wondering, how am I checking in with me? Let's do this. I haven't had therapy in 2 weeks.
Oh, I'll be your therapist.
Okay. Well, she did say, just because her schedule changed, I don't want to lose you, but I think that she is really concerned about how I am.
Yeah.
But her and I have connected in a way that, I don't even...
You
I don't
fucked her?
She's really cool. She's really cool. I love her.
Wait, should I see her too?
I think that's fine.
I need to see a therapist.
Yeah. But,
I
think everybody should.
Yeah, but
Everybody should. Everybody should.
Yeah, okay, I'll see one. I have health insurance now.
What are you looking to work on?
I actually think a lot of, and maybe this is like a brag or whatever, but actually, for the first time in the last couple of years, my life's actually the best it's ever been. And I want to work on being more open and putting myself out there for dating because I realize that
For dating,
and then
so it's a lot. So you're feeling lonely.
No, I'm actually not lonely.
Okay.
Now this being attacked.
No, I wasn't attacking.
No, I have moments of loneliness, of
Yeah,
course, but I'm really a lone wolf.
You're a human being.
I know, but I'm a lone wolf.
No, you built up walls, so
But I
that
like
you don't
being
even
alone.
You feel
I'll be honest.
comfortable alone.
I'll be honest.
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You love being loved. It feels good.
I hate what you're saying right
Yeah, I know. It feels uncomfortable. It feels uncomfortable. You feel like, no, it'll be ripped away. You're going to rip that away. Yeah. You know what? And you know what? We love you. And we love you.
I hear what you're doing right now, and what I want to say
And I
is...
just want to say, I support you in everything you're doing. And even if you turn out to not be very funny and we have to kick you off the podcast.
What?
Whatever, if we have to do that, we still love you.
Okay.
Because you're worth it. Pal.
You're worth it, but not worth the podcast.
Yeah, and actually,
But
I'm going to take this opportunity to say this will be Dylan's last podcast. He'll be back with me and Trevor.
No, Trevor literally can't do it. His spine is destroyed. But
He is. We should, some of this is bad. We're really, I wonder what you guys think. And then you guys what?
I know. What do they think? Because there are people listening and watching, so it's not a ton, but it is kind of crazy. Do they think we're mentally unstable?
Well,
So what do they?
I brought up
I'd love some feedback.
I'd love some feedback. And you know what? How they can do it?
Wait, but I was talking about something. I don't remember what it was, but
I do.
What was it?
It was how you were lonely.
I'm not lonely. Can you stop saying that? I actually will
The
say
things
that
you want to work
I also want to be less self-sabotaging and more open. I've actually really worked on friendship and 2 years ago, I would never be friends
with
you or Trevor or Quaid
because
or Greg
or anybody.
and because I had my friends and I was I don't need anybody else.
Oh, you thought you were Drake.
Yeah. Or whatever.
I'm sorry, if you think you're Drake,
Or I'm I was bad at reaching out. You know what I mean? We're being oh, how are you? What do you want? Do you want to hang out? Things like that. I was really bad about doing that, and I would be well, I'll just not do anything. And
I think that that's indicative of an alcoholic.
yeah, and then I was really scared for 2 years that everybody hated me and that I burned all my bridges in Portland and that everyone was mad at me because I was viciously talking shit about every single person in the Portland comedy scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back and everyone was we love you. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, great.
Yeah,
They're like, please do our show. I was like, yeah, no, for sure.
I love that. The thing is, a lot of people don't have standards for themselves. And they
Yeah.
should have kicked me out of their life a long time ago. But luckily, everybody's pretty forgiving,
Yeah.
and we wear these rose-colored glasses. And thankfully,
Did you make any apologies when you got sober?
no, but I have been meaning to do a blanket one. Should we just do a blanket one here?
Sorry.
Honestly,
I
sorry.
know there are specific people in my head that I know for sure that I have that I owe an apology to.
Yeah. I
Um,
apologized.
Specifically, my ex,
What's his name?
John Finneran.
Oh, don't see his full name.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I wish. Well, I can say he's fine. He's not gonna listen to this podcast.
Oh, should
What
we?
I was going to say is,
wait,
I owe him an apology.
Should we roleplay as I'll be John?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you have Asperger's.
Okay.
And I might.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do the impression, but okay. Sorry, I'm playing with trains.
I always have to bring everything up, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm kind of the fucking man around the house, even though I'm the bottom.
Okay, let's. Number one, I think you're making an apology to John, and you don't live with him anymore.
Sorry, I got trapped.
Yeah, you like fell back into your
I
relationship.
fell back into
Also,
the
also,
routine.
what? Number one, wasn't this be from like 7 years ago?
Long time ago, more than that.
Yeah, and also,
I was 24.
okay, so number one, I'm basically 24, but you should. It's just an apology from you now.
You mean now?
Yeah.
Okay, so try again.
So one more time.
I never thought to you on this couch.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, were you busy doing surgery because you're still a doctor and
Oh.
doing great?
Yeah. Sorry, it's beeping. I have a surgery in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, can
Yeah.
Can
It's
I
brain
grab?
surgery.
Can I grab 30 seconds of your time?
Yes.
Do
But
you
quickly,
remember who I
because-
am?
Yeah, you really fucked up my life.
How?
That the mental problems you telling me. I didn't
My
have
mental problems?
Yeah, you wouldn't get that job. And then-
No.
and,
No, I wouldn't.
And like, I had to pay rent, and I had student loans. and all this
Yeah, you
pressure
actually
on
didn't
me.
have any student loans, so don't bring up shit that didn't exist, okay? And your parents paid both of our rent. But here's the thing is, I'm still sorry because
What were you sorry? What for? What?
I blamed all of my problems on you. And that wasn't fair. I should have owned my problems. And you know what? I shouldn't have drank a box of wine every day. That was on me. But remember when I wanted to do that cartoon?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to do it again. And I just want to let you know I sometimes think about you. But will never work out. So go do that surgery. Bye.
Would you see the chair in my eye?
What an idiot. I can't believe you bought that. Yeah, actually, that was pretty good.
I'm a pretty good fake crier.
Yeah. Yeah, so there is like a bunch of like just awake. I look at my past and I go, what the fucking uh-oh. So I think that's why I have a little bit of trepidation now connecting. Because
Yeah.
I'll go like, I'm fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't want to be friends with somebody like me.
Yeah.
But I think that's just like,
Actually, I'm a good friend.
I think now I'm working on it. And I think that's really all that any of us can do.
I actually do. I will say, I feel like all the friendships I've started in the last year have been like incredibly healthy.
Can you think of one that's maybe unhealthy?
That I've started.
Maybe that you've fallen into?
He's in Portland. I was like having feelings for a friend and
For friend.
Yeah.
Specific.
Yeah.
Do you want to owe that person an apology?
I already apologized to him.
Oh, okay.
He actually owes me an apology.
Is there anybody that you haven't apologized to that you probably should?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yes, there is, but those are people who I will do that I will see in person and apologize to them.
See, my thing is, I moved so many times, I go, I'll never see that person again.
I had a phone call with someone who I really owed an apology to probably like 6 months ago, and it was great. She was like, I also apologize to you. Like, it was really, really nice, and it also took a huge weight off my chest, because I have a lot of anxiety about sometimes I'm like, do I need to apologize to like every person I went to high school with, even though like they bullied me, but then I bullied them, and then you're like, what happened? It's like, well, we all kind of hurt each other, but I'm not really sure what to do about that, but I'm still thinking about it.
So it may be that I have had my microphone.
Are you joking? Are you joking? Are you joking? This is like good. This is like good, Colton. Are you fucking kidding me?
We'll find out after the break.
You're psychotic. Honestly, though, like, I'm glad it was like you and not me. Oh wow. I'm like so fucking pumped. Oh, it's getting dry. Should we reapply?
I don't think we need to. If anything, well,
It's still pretty yellow.
right, but boost. That's why we would tone it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what the move is.
I can call Brielle.
Well, I just have never used Schwarzkopf before.
You've
So
never used what?
Schwarzkopf. This.
I can call her and see if she
Brilliant.
has.
I mean, I have the right stuff, and it's not going to be anything but 101. So
I'm gonna pee.
how long has it been on your head for?
What are you thinking?
Okay, how long has it been?
Almost an hour.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can take it off.
You don't think we should reapply?
Well, I mean, no, you should take it all off, and so that I could get in there and see.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I would shampoo. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you do it.
Do you want to help
Don't
me?
micromanage it, but help you. Hop in the shower and just fucking shampoo your hair.
In the shower?
Let me just pass this.
I could just like do this.
Yeah, that probably feels easiest. I don't know. Whatever you want. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do it. I'm kind of like a cool girl. I'm kind of like
You know what I realized when you're like, you don't know anybody? I was like, I think the only people I know are people who are like well known in the scene, which almost feels like more embarrassing to ask.
Who?
Where I'm like,
Microphone on. And hit record.
we should have more women on the show. I think we do well with a feminine energy.
We don't know any women.
We don't want to, honey. Okay. Oh wait, this is the bad mic.
Yeah, you might want to give that a listen. When you go give that a listen. Make sure that we're doing it all right.
Talk.
What?
Talk.
It was your mic that was in question, remember?
I know, but I have this on. Hello?
Yep.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. We're definitely not great.
Oh, we are what we are.
We could use a Trevor, but
We
if
could
you're
use a Trevor.
listening, wow, what a transformation!
You're not going to see the final product until the next episode.
Yeah, what happened is Dylan started micromanaging.
It was
how I was doing. We didn't have a meltdown off screen, but he did call his friend who,
The hairstylist.
great, wasn't here. Doesn't.
By the way,
basically was like,
can you stop sitting like that? I don't know what you're doing.
I'm leaning into the camera.
It's incredibly sexual. I take the headphones off.
Literally, if you were watching, and you are,
If you watch,
and look at
this
you.
is how when I
And
showed
you
my
are.
friend we watched
You
the
are
bleach
watching.
out. This is how she answered the phone.
No.
Yeah, she said yikes, and I was like, Colton's here. Don't hurt his feelings.
No.
I'm now thinking you did this to sabotage me.
No, I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Was I gonna become the better looking one?
Yeah, but who knows who's better?
I don't know what it is,
but
but,
who
I'm
knows-
just saying the meanest
But
things.
who knows who's better looking yet because I haven't lost all the weight.
Who knows who's better looking? Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see it when it happens. And
Yeah.
I think we all believe it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
What are you doing differently?
I have to change things.
Yeah, but what are you looking at?
What do you
Because I'm pretty sure we just came across a bag of Doritos and you said, those are mine.
Well, those are mine. They're very hard to find. They're the sweet and spicy chili purple bag, which is the best Doritos, and they are hard to find. And
I
here's what I'm doing.
wish I could care about someone as much as you cared about Doritos.
It's a secret, so I don't know why we're telling people. But I am actually going to be going back to
I'm
a
married.
very, very... I know you're married.
I wish I could care about someone as much as I care about Chip a lot more.
Yeah.
Than,
How much do you love Chip?
How
from
much
1
would
to
you
10?
would you fight me for those Doritos?
No.
But
If you were like, if you looked me in the eyes and said, Dylan, if I don't have those Doritos, I'm gonna pass out.
mm-hmm.
I'd say you can have half the bag.
half of the bag.
It's a big bag.
It is a big bag, and I just can't imagine eating half of it.
Oh, I've eaten the entire bag.
Oh, I'm like a 4 or 5 chips, and then I'm like,
Well, you're not a food addict,
right.
but you do eat ice cream.
And I
every
couldn't
day.
imagine. So I couldn't imagine having one beer. One time, my husband, he asked me if I wanted to have a 6-pack. Like, do you want to have
split?
Like, do you want to come over and have a 6-pack of beer?
To split?
Right. So
Sorry,
when
do you want to
come over and have a 6-pack of beer?
do you want to come over and... But you've heard that phrase,
So
right?
when he said that, was that the first week you guys were dating? As you guys
No, I was living with him at the time.
Okay. So he was more like, you want to come into this room?
No, I was on the phone like, hey, what are you doing? I don't have a
Gotcha.
show tonight.
Gotcha.
I'm coming home. And he was like, oh, do you wanna get a 6-pack and we'll watch a movie?
Like at least an 18.
So I got him a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And then I got myself a 6-pack, and then I thought, well, he's probably gonna drink all of his.
Yeah.
So I'll get 2 more tall boys.
Yeah, that's so smart.
And then I got another tall boy that I could drink on the way there. That way,
Smart.
that way.
That's a thinker. I'm not even joking.
Honestly, I showed up and he goes, I meant split a 6-pack, and I was like, what are you, a psychopath? You want 3 beers?
That's crazy.
Who's had 3 beers and be like, that's enough? I've heard of people having 1 beer, but then I don't believe it. But then if you're having 3, that's when you have 4,
if you have 3, that's when you have 12.
right? No one starts the evening, just gets it going and then pulls back.
Not me.
3 beers.
No, I also used to do the tall boy thing. I'd get a 12-pack of White Claw, and then I'd actually also get a 6-pack of White Claw just in case. But on the drive there, I'd get a tall boy. Or maybe I was walking, but I'd get a tall boy, and then you always have to start off with a tall boy, and then you break into the packs.
Yes.
Because then you're like getting something going, but you still have more. We also are now almost a year sober.
Well, what you do is, I guess, well,
That was also an active addiction.
I don't know. Whenever I went to rehab, I really was thinking like, oh, these people have a real problem. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't actually. When I went there, my biggest problem was being like, no, you did have a problem.
Yeah.
Because I was constantly talking myself out of it because I'd seen people with a bigger problem.
I also even
Actually, bigger problem, sadder life. I'm not saying bigger problem. I'm saying sadder life.
Yeah. Well, you were pretty functional.
Yeah, I mean, I opened the
business.
creek.
Yeah. I mean, I got promoted to a manager, and I had like 30 employees, and I was drunk at work.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I'm like, the problem wasn't that I wasn't getting shit done. The problem was that I was sad.
Yeah. Oh, I was the saddest drunk.
So sad. I mean, not in public.
Yeah.
I would be the fucking life of the party, and then I'd go home.
I'd be listening to like Phoebe Bridgers, smoking cigarettes till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Give me a little.
Phoebe Bridgers. She's very much like I'm sad. She's like, you walked me home, but I had to carry you. That's a quote from Moon Song.
Oh.
It's actually very beautiful music. You should listen to it.
No.
We should start doing.
I don't need to listen to sad music. I got sad music playing in my head all the time.
We should start doing reaction videos to albums.
Okay.
Where we listen to albums.
React to this song that
Okay.
I'm making up right now.
Okay.
It's actually, I did make it up, and I've actually made a couple of moves to make it happen.
Okay, I'm listening.
We're gonna feast on a beast. We're gonna feast on a beast. Barbecue! Womp womp wow! Barbecue! Listen, I got an innuendo about dark meat. No, I don't need an innuendo about dark meat. I like black people, but not to eat. Barbecue! Ba ba ba!
The lyrics aren't for me, but I love the production.
Yeah. Wait, the Dahmer thing? Because if I was gonna make a barbecue song, you're going, okay, this person's gonna fucking bring up dark meat, and you're going, shut up. So, but then I go, I don't have to, because I'm not gonna eat you like Dahmer did.
That is so beautiful, and I want to say thank you for bringing that to the podcast.
I'm not gonna eat you.
He's not gonna eat you. We're not gonna eat you.
Although, would you try it?
Human.
If you were if you wanted to respect someone's culture, because we love respecting cultures. And that's actually my biggest thing is respecting culture, even if I disagree with you. So if we're at a meal and you're like, oh, actually it's my culture to eat human beings.
You have to respect it.
Yeah.
I would try a human.
You would try a human.
If someone was like, hey, this is Steve's body, and he was like, if you want to eat me after I die, you absolutely can.
What if they were like, specifically, he died of natural causes, but if there is an afterlife, he's gonna be mad that we're eating him.
I would probably have to say...
But he died of natural causes. We didn't do anything to kill Steve. Steve died of natural causes.
So if you threw in, like, we're stuck on an island, I'm in.
What if we weren't
Or
stuck on
is
an
that-
island, but we were filming a reality TV show where we're trying out different cultures?
100% give me a nibble. Give me a nibble. Give me a nibble.
We flew all the way here, is kind of what I'd be saying to you.
Yeah.
I'd say, we flew all the way here.
And I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so should we wrap this up?
Well, yeah, this has been a transition episode for us where I went from not respecting cultures to respecting culture so much I would eat a dead guy. That's pretty big. Big news for me. How do you feel?
I'm feeling anxious, scared, excited.
Honestly, through the bag on your head, it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. So then I'm going to be platinum.
And you know what? I'm actually, transition-wise, I transitioned to having a license again.
Yeah, now you're a hairstylist and I'm,
And I'll be doing, in fact, we're going to do a makeover show.
On Trevor.
Should we make over his whole life?
Yeah.
Like, we should try to find him an outfit.
Yeah.
We should try to,
What if we dressed him up like really fucking gay?
we should go through his closet. So, you guys, next week we will be with Candice Medina, and she's a fucking delight.
Oh,
So,
a real episode.
real episode, stay tuned for that. Coming up after soon, we're going to be making over Trevor in a way that makes him maybe want to quit the podcast.
Yeah. I also wanted to say, like, if you're watching this and you're kind of like, what even is this
What
right
is
now?
this? You
I'll
made
say-
it so far before asking yourself
Yeah,
that?
that's crazy. I will say,
I
like,
can't believe
if
you're
we
here
had
right
an
now.
audience already,
Mhm.
if we had like millions of people listening to us, which they will,
We wouldn't do this to you.
no, we would put this on our Patreon.
This would be a Patreon episode.
But because we needed, this is a special episode.
This is a special episode.
We kind of showing you what it's kind of like. How did I realize I was about to say, like, well, when me and Colton hang out, but actually, like, when we don't hang out
We don't
unless
hang
it's
out.
on the podcast.
The thing is,
Which,
I was
do you
thinking
want to
about
change
that. Well, what do you want to do? That's what I was
I
going.
know.
What do you want to do?
I know what we're going to do. If we're not doing comedy and not doing this. You know that Trixie and Katya don't hang out. Unless they're, like, working.
Who's that?
Okay, well, I think we should end here.
So I think maybe if I was like, let's go for a hike, but then I'd be like, ugh.
I think we should do 3 things. Comedy, podcasting, and breakfast.
Yeah, we got breakfast that one time.
A couple times.
Twice?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing is, I really don't know what to do as a normal person. In fact, I was realizing
Same.
I really don't have any normal people in my life. I worked F1. And we talked about
We
that.
talked about that.
Well, we didn't. Not yet.
You and Keith.
You'll have to tune in next week to hear about me working a day job. And it's basically
It was a
like...
gig.
What?
It was a gig.
It was a
wasn't
day
gig.
job
No,
twice. I did 2 day jobs.
It's a gig during the day. You hawked a beer on a hill.
Right.
That's a gig.
Why are you saying that?
Because a day job is like, I work a 9 to 5, you're there Monday through Friday. That's a day job.
So it's a commitment.
Yeah. A gig is like a couple days.
Honestly, it's probably harder than anything you've ever done in your fucking life.
Okay, and we're ending here.
You guys, I'm such a hard worker.
We love you, bad
You are
boys.
such a hard worker.
Shut up. You've literally never had a job.
I've literally just got a job, and I signed my offer on Friday.
Congratulations.
The thing is, have I never had a job?
No.
That's pretty true. That's pretty true, but have I worked a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
lot of money.
But that's the thing is, I do things that set me up for more things.
Well, that's because you're privileged.
Privileged.
Okay.
That's right. And if you guys want to be privileged too, all you have to do is follow my Patreon, and I'll tell you how to do it. 1, 2, 3.
Also, Patreon.
I don't have Patreon yet.
Also, email us if you're still watching at somethisisbad@gmail.com.
If you're a person who enjoys plugs, you're probably still watching. And you're probably thinking, I need help. BetterHelp.com will
Okay.
get you better help at a fast rate. A fast rate. That's right. You can sign up really fast. And that's help
and we
that I
don't,
like.
and we don't have a code. Now, just email us, follow us on Instagram.
Honestly, we need help. We need your help right now. If you can please email us at gmail.com. We need suggestions. We need to know what this fucking podcast is about. We're actually looking for a hook. And I have a couple ideas, but let's just bang through them right now.
We'll go. No, that's private. We should keep the hook, and we'll surprise them.
They'll surprise us
them.
with an email.
You have to go.
I do. Joe Rogan's playing tonight.
We can't. What? Don't bring up Joe. We'll have to edit it out again.
No, I'm...
Bye,
This
guys.
is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
Here to drag out horse.
No.